Hi, everybody, and welcome to podcast episode number 7. Once again, I'm Paul Correale, and this is the Health and Fitness Podcast. If you have any questions or comments, as always, you can feel free to contact me at Coach Correale, Correale, Coach Correale, at gmail.com, and I look forward to reading your comments, answering your questions. Today, as you can see, I'm in my home gym. It's about with the wind chill, it's about minus 23, 24 degrees here in Mississauga, Ontario. And I just wanted to talk to you today about training outdoors and how to adapt, how to prepare, how to avoid getting injured when training in cold conditions, being another round of modified lockdowns. Gym capacities are limited. In the last lockdown, people may have gone ahead and started to purchase items and pieces to set up their own home gym. If that gym happens to be in your basement, then you're fine. You don't need to worry about working out in the cold. If you're set up in the garage like this, I've done a video before on my garage tour. One of the most useful items is I have an electric radiant ceiling heater, and I make sure I turn that on, before I come in, let the space heat up. It's not a very large space. Through the heater and through, working and moving around, I do get warmed up. But with that being said, this can bring up the question of your programming and your protocol, your seasonal programming, or part of your yearly plan. In the summertime, spring, summer, fall, when the weather is more, is warmer, it's more hospitable, you may, working out in the garage with the garage door open, you can stand being in the space for a lot longer. So that may include maybe longer complexes, more barbell work, more accessory lifts. But there could be one way of thinking that in the wintertime, I'll be with your space and working on in your garage. Maybe your workout should be shorter, quicker, higher intensity in terms of just getting in and getting out. And that's my first tip that I would give you if working out in a colder space. Just get it done. Just get in, get out. Program and plan something that is going to be a quick and easy lift to accomplish. Nothing too complicated, nothing that involves maybe too many pieces of equipment, loading and unloading a bar. You want to be as efficient with your time as possible. That being said, and I'm very lucky and grateful to have a good collection of kettlebells. There's nothing to be said that you can't take one and bring it inside the house, and all you need is a small little courage corner, your little space, and you can do your swings, your squats, your presses, your snatches, and that nature. So if you have the ability to somehow, on colder days, move indoors, for those longer grinding workouts, then that may be something you want to look into doing. My second piece of advice would be to dress appropriately, dress in layers. If you have a pair of those old school track pants, wear those. Wear layers on top, maybe t-shirt, a long sleeve. A nice trick that I picked up from my dad is he would take, say a small face towel here, and I would see him do this sometimes. He would put this around his neck, and then let's say I take my favorite Queen's football sweater and I put this over top, okay, just like so. So now my neck is nicely protected. I have this sweater, this hooded sweater that I can cover my my head with in case I get cold. I can wear my old Marcelina's football toque that I put on for some extra warmth, and my hood, and now I'm good to go. I'm making sure that all the heat that I'm going to be building up, I'm going to keep that all inside. Tucking in shirts, tucking in your first layer is a good choice as well, because that keeps the heat inside the torso of your body. Another thing that I'll use sometimes is my good old TFC scarf. If I really need to I'll get that around me just to protect me a little bit more, especially when I'm going out for those post-workout walks. And a staple for me after my workout, my post-workout walks, I got my big heavy work jacket. I like to put that on in order to brave the elements. And we once again, we get back to this idea of frequency, of timing. You know, if you have it in your head, you want to work out half an hour every single day, but all you have is a cold garage gym to work out in, you may have to be realistic and cut down that time. You don't want to get into a situation where you have hypothermia or your muscles are getting tight. Strains and pulls can occur when you're not properly warmed up. Not that you wouldn't be warmed up doing your exercise and your activity, but maybe longer rest periods that you're usually taking may be a little bit detrimental to you. Gloves may be a factor. You know, these are my big skidoo mitts that I like to wear when I go for my post-workout walks. They're nice and warm. But when handling some of the barbells and the kettlebells, because it's cold steel, even a thin pair of gardening gloves gives a little bit of protection, a little layer of comfort while doing that. And this goes along the lines of adapting, persevering, not letting yourself come up with excuses why not to train. Well, it's too cold. I don't have a space. You know, you can make things work. If you really want it to happen, you can make things work. But what I want you to think of is you should reward yourself and applaud yourself for taking that step. And don't beat yourself up if you cut a workout short, or if you can't make it because it's too cold. Remember, the next day is always day one, and you can always hit that again. But the idea of a little and often over the long haul, if you can make that mindset change, if you can make that adaptation change, I think that can do a lot for an individual in their training, in their pursuit of their goals, whatever it may be, strength, mass, longevity, whatever have you. But I just wanted to reach out to you, especially during this cold snap, and let you know this is how I adapt to the conditions. I also think this is a way of getting tough and kind of pushing my limits and getting out of my comfort zone. We all love that term, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And, you know, I like that challenge. I like that feeling of pushing myself in these types of conditions. And I program appropriately. My workouts now for the next couple of weeks are at the most maybe 40-45 minutes. And then it's out for a brisk walk and done. So all told about an hour. And so if I wanted to, I can shorten that up if I like, and I'm not going to beat myself up about that. It's just going to be part of my daily process. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got something from it. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, you can reach me at coachcorreale@gmail.com. Hope to see all of you soon. Thank you.